2026 has launched. 1 month just passed, and let me guess, you're doing exactly what you did in 2025. You woke up January 1st, full of motivation. You maybe even started something. But today, February 1st, that motivation already disappeared, old habits already returned, and you find yourself exactly where you were. This isn't judgment, it's fact. The majority of people abandon their resolutions before February 1st. And you, where are you really? Look at yourself honestly. Not where you say you are, not where you'd like to be, where you actually are. Because as long as you keep lying about your starting point, 2026 will just be a repetition of everything that didn't work before. You made promises to yourself you never kept. You started things you never finished. You set goals you abandoned in February. And now here you are once again, repeating the same patterns. But what will be different? Same habits, same excuses, same fears. You can't build a new life with same patterns that destroyed the old one. You can't expect different results staying the same person. Starting over isn't just turning a page. It's burning the entire book and writing a new one. The Stoics understood something most people ignore. Transformation doesn't come from motivation. It comes from brutal clarity, followed by relentless structure. Marcus Aurelius didn't wake up one morning feeling motivated to govern Rome. He built a daily system making him capable of doing it, even on days when he didn't want to. Today, I'll share 8 Stoic lessons to make 2026 your year. Not wishes, not empty promises. Actionable principles that will transform your life if you have courage to apply them. These lessons helped Stoics survive wars, exiles, devastating losses. They can help you rebuild your life from zero. Before we begin, go down to the comments and write, "I start from zero with discipline and clarity." This isn't just a comment, it's your public commitment. It's the moment you stop talking and truly start. Stay until the end. The last lesson will give you exactly how to structure 2026 so it truly becomes your year. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Know your real level, not the one you pretend. You lie to yourself every day about your real level. You say you're fine while sleeping 4 hours a night. You say you're disciplined while you haven't exercised in 3 months. You say you control your finances while you don't even know how much you spent last week. You live in a fiction you created to protect yourself from truth. The problem with lying is it prevents you from progressing. You can't solve a problem you refuse to see. You can't improve something you pretend to already master. The first step to rebuilding your life isn't motivation. It's brutal honesty about where you truly are. Look around you. Your apartment reflects your mind's state. Your finances reflect your real priorities, not those you claim to have. Your body reflects your real habits, not those you talk about. Your energy level reflects how you truly treat your sleep, your food, your stress. Everything surrounding you is the mirror of who you really are, not who you say you are. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "Don't let imagination carry you away, but stay in the present." He forced himself daily to see reality as it was, not as he wanted it to be. It's uncomfortable. It's humiliating sometimes, but it's liberating. Because when you stop lying to yourself, you can finally start changing. When you admit you're exhausted, you can create a plan to recover. When you admit your finances are chaotic, you can start repairing them. When you admit you're not disciplined, you can build discipline. But as long as you pretend everything's fine, you'll stay stuck exactly where you are. How to do this brutal audit? First step, take a sheet. Write these categories: health, finances, relationships, work, discipline. For each category, rate yourself out of 10. Not where you'd like to be, not where you were 2 years ago, where you are now. Be brutal. No one will see this sheet except you. Second step, for each category under 7, write why. No excuses, just facts. I'm at 3 in health because I sleep 5 hours a night and eat anything. I'm at 4 in finances because I spend impulsively and have no plan. Third step, Define your anti-vision. This is powerful. Write exactly who you refuse to become in 2026. I refuse to be the person making promises they don't keep. I refuse to be the person who complains but never acts. Your anti-vision will give you more clarity than any positive goal. Fourth step. Choose one category where you're lowest. Just one. That's where your reconstruction begins. Not everywhere at once. One domain. Most urgent. The one that, if it improves, will automatically improve others. Epictetus taught, no man is free if he is not master of himself. And you can't be master of yourself if you don't even know where you are. Clarity is painful, but it's the price of transformation. People who truly change aren't those most motivated. They're those who had courage to look at their life without filters and say, here's where I am, now I build from there. Not from fiction, from reality. If you're ready to stop lying to yourself, write in comments, I know my real level, and I rebuild from there. Because there's no transformation without clarity, and there's no clarity without brutal honesty. Lesson 2. Without energy, there's no discipline. You want to be disciplined. You want to wake up early, exercise, work on your projects, be productive, but you're exhausted, you sleep badly, you eat anything, you're constantly tired, and you wonder why you can't be disciplined. The answer is simple. You're building on rotten foundations. Without energy, there's no discipline. It's physically impossible. Your brain functions on glucose and oxygen. Your body needs sleep to regenerate. Your hormones need balance so you can make rational decisions. When you neglect your body, you sabotage everything else. You don't lack willpower, you lack fuel. Look at what really happens. You go to bed at midnight scrolling your phone. You wake up tired. You skip breakfast or eat something quick and empty. You spend your day surviving on coffee. You arrive evening completely drained. And you wonder why you have no energy for gym or working on your goals. The body isn't a detail, it's the foundation. Marcus Aurelius, even ruling an empire, took care of his body. He understood without physical health, he couldn't maintain mental clarity. He wrote, "The body must be stable and show no disordered movement, whether in action or rest." You've inverted priorities. You think you'll first succeed, then you'll take care of yourself. But it doesn't work that way. You take care of yourself first, and then you become capable of succeeding. Your energy is your most precious capital. Everything else depends on it. How to rebuild your energy base? First step, set a non-negotiable bedtime, not "I'll try." A fixed time. Let's say 10:30 p.m. every night. Alarm at 10 p.m. to start preparing. Phone on airplane mode. Dim lights. You sleep 7 to 8 hours or you build nothing sustainable. It's non-negotiable. Second step, eat like someone wanting to function, not like someone just wanting to fill their stomach. Protein at breakfast, vegetables at every meal, water constantly, reduce sugar giving you spikes and crashes. This isn't a diet, it's quality fuel for a machine you want performing. Third step, move your body every day, even 20 minutes. Walk, run, weight training, yoga, whatever. But move. Your body is made to move. When you stay sitting all day, your energy stagnates. Movement creates energy. It's counterintuitive, but true. Fourth step, protect your mental energy too. Cut toxic conversations. Reduce social media draining you. Eliminate activities emptying you without bringing value. Your energy is limited. Everything you allow in your life consumes part of it. Seneca said, "Life consists not only in being alive, but in being well." Being physically well isn't luxury. It's the basic condition for everything else. You can't build an extraordinary life in a body you treat like garbage. Most disciplined people aren't those with strongest willpower. They're those who understood discipline starts with body. When you sleep well, eat well, move regularly, discipline becomes natural. Your brain has energy to resist impulses. Your body has strength to follow your decisions. Stop seeking motivation. Build your energy first. Motivation will follow. If you're ready to treat your body as foundation of everything else, write in comments, "Without energy, no discipline. I rebuild my base," because you can't win with empty tank. Lesson 3. Your money reflects your inner chaos. Let's look at your finances. No, really, look at them. How much did you spend last month? On what exactly? How much do you have left? Where does your money go every month? If you can't answer these questions precisely, your money reflects your inner chaos. And this financial chaos sabotages everything else. Money isn't just money. It's the visible symptom of your mental state. When you spend impulsively, it's because you're in chaotic emotional state. When you have no financial plan, it's because you have no plan for your life. When you live above your means, it's because you're trying to fill inner void with external things. Look at what really happens. You buy things you don't need to impress people who don't care. You spend to feel better temporarily. You accumulate debts because you want now what you should earn later. You live in constant financial stress, but you continue same patterns. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man of his time, lived simply. He wrote, "Very little is necessary for a happy life. Everything is within you, in your way of thinking." He understood accumulation of things doesn't create peace. It creates slavery. Financial stress steals your mental energy. Studies show money worries constantly occupy part of your brain. You can't be fully present. You can't make good decisions. You can't focus on your growth when you're wondering how you'll pay your bills. How to exit financial chaos? First step, do brutal financial audit. For 30 days, note every expense, everything. Coffee, streaming, restaurant, impulse shopping, everything. At 30 days end, categorize everything. You'll see exactly where your money goes, and you'll be shocked. Second step, identify your emotional expenses. These are purchases you make when feeling bad, stressed, lonely, anxious. Therapeutic shopping, food delivery when depressed, outings to escape problems. These expenses are symptoms. Treat the cause, not symptom. Third step, create 3 non-negotiable financial rules for 2026. Examples. I wait 48 hours before any non-essential purchase. I set aside 10% of every income before spending anything. I don't spend on credit card what I can't pay cash. 3 simple rules. Keep them. Fourth step, clearly define difference between need and want. You need to eat. You want to order restaurant. You need clothes. You want new collection. This distinction changes everything. Satisfy your needs. Question your wants. Seneca, who was immensely wealthy, regularly practiced voluntary poverty. He spent days living with strict minimum to remind himself happiness doesn't depend on accumulation. He wrote, "It is not the man who has too little who is poor, but he who always desires more." You don't need more money to be at peace. You need more control over money you have. Financial peace doesn't come from amount in your account. It comes from knowing exactly where every dollar goes, why it goes there, and feeling it's aligned with your true priorities. Rich people aren't those earning much. They're those controlling what they spend. You can earn $10,000 per month and be stressed. You can earn $2,000 and be serene. The difference isn't in amount, it's in control. If you're ready to exit financial chaos, write in comments. My money reflects my priorities. I take back control. Because you can't build stable life on chaotic finances. Lesson 4. Stop living on the edge of the abyss. You constantly live at the limit. Time limit, money limit, energy limit, patience limit. You're always 2 days from catastrophe, an unexpected event, and everything collapses. An unexpected expense, and you're in the red. A project running late, and you panic. You live without margin. And living without margin is living in permanent anxiety. Look at how you function. You wake up just in time to arrive late. You pay your bills last day. You work on tight deadlines in panic mode. You live with zero emergency savings. You have no time for yourself because every minute is already taken. You're constantly in survival mode. The problem isn't you lack resources. It's you create no margin. Margin is the space between your capacity and your limit. It's the cushion allowing you to breathe. It's the difference between living and surviving. And without margin, you can't handle the unexpected. And the unexpected always comes. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are pained by external thing, it is not the thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it, and you have power to cancel it now." But this power only exists if you've created margin. When you live on edge of abyss, you don't have luxury of stoic serenity. You're in panic mode. Living without margin makes you fragile. Medical emergency and you're ruined. An argument and you explode. A setback and your entire day is ruined. You're at mercy of every event because you've built no resilience in your system. How to create margin in your life. First step, time margin. Start your day 30 minutes earlier. Always plan 25% extra time for each task. If you think it takes an hour, plan 75 minutes. Arrive 15 minutes early everywhere. This time margin will give you calm. Second step, money margin. Build emergency fund of $1,000 first. Then aim for 3 months of expenses, even if it's $50 per month. Even if it takes 3 years. This financial margin will transform your stress level. You'll sleep better knowing you can handle unexpected. Third step, energy margin. Don't fill your calendar 100%. Leave empty spaces. Say no to certain things, even when you technically have time. Protect your energy as limited resource, because it is. Fourth step, emotional margin. Create rituals recharging you. Meditation, reading, walking, whatever. But something recharging your emotional battery. When your battery is at 20%, everything stresses you. When it's at 80%, you handle everything calmly. Epictetus, who was slave before becoming philosopher, understood fragility. He taught, "Don't hope events occur as you wish them as they actually occur, and you'll live serenely." But this serenity requires having built margins. People succeeding long-term aren't those constantly sprinting. They're those who built sustainable systems with margin. They have buffer time, money set aside, energy in reserve. They can handle unexpected without collapsing. Stop living like you're always 5 minutes from catastrophe. Build margins, create cushions, give yourself space to breathe. Life becomes so much easier when you stop constantly living on edge of abyss. If you're ready to create margin in your life, write in comments, "I create margin. I stop living on edge." Because serenity isn't possible without space to breathe. Lesson 5. Consistency will save you. Inconsistency will destroy you. You say one thing and do another. You say health is important, but you eat anything. You say you want to succeed, but you spend 3 hours daily on social media. You say you respect, but you always arrive late. You say you want to change, but you repeat same patterns. You live in inconsistency, and inconsistency destroys you from inside. Inconsistency creates permanent internal conflict. Part of you knows what must be done. Other part does opposite. This conflict steals your energy. It destroys your self-confidence. How can you trust yourself if you never keep your own promises? How can you advance if your actions contradict your words? Look where you're inconsistent. You say wanting to save, but you spend impulsively. You say loving someone, but never give them quality time. You say being disciplined, but snooze your alarm every morning. This inconsistency isn't just small problem. It's the root of your permanent failure feeling. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Make your life correspond with your words." This was his absolute rule. He understood integrity isn't abstract moral quality. It's alignment between what you say and what you do, between who you pretend to be and who you really are. Without this alignment, you're broken. Problem with inconsistency is it shows. Others see it. They stop believing you. They stop respecting you. Not because you're mean, but because you're unreliable. Your words mean nothing. And worse still, you see it. You lose self-respect. You become cynical toward your own goals. How to build consistency? First step, identify your 3 biggest inconsistencies. Where's largest gap between what you say and what you do? Write them. I say I want to be fit, but haven't exercised in 2 months. I say family is priority, but I never disconnect from work. Be brutal. Second step, choose 1 inconsistency to resolve this month. Just 1, not 3. 1. The one that, if it aligned, would have most impact. Then create simple daily action aligning your acts with your words. You say wanting to be fit? 20 minutes of movement per day, every day, no exception. Third step, stop making promises you won't keep. If you're not 90% sure, don't promise. I'll try isn't promise, it's preventive excuse. Either you commit or you say nothing. Every unkept promise steals a piece of credibility toward yourself. Fourth step, create consistency rule. If you say it, you do it. If you can't do it, you don't say it. This simple rule will change everything. You'll talk less, you'll act more, and when you talk, your words will have weight. Seneca said, "Words must correspond to actions." He practiced what he taught. When he spoke of living simply, he did it. When he spoke of courage, he embodied it facing death. His philosophy wasn't theoretical, it was alive in his daily choices. Consistency isn't perfection, it's honesty. It's aligning your actions with your declared values. If you say something's important, your schedule must reflect it. If you say you love someone, your actions must prove it. If you say wanting to change, your habits must be different. People truly succeeding aren't most talented. They're most consistent. They say what they do and do what they say. There's no gap, no contradiction, no confusion. Their words have weight because they're supported by actions. If you're ready to become consistent, write in comments. My actions reflect my words. I become consistent. Because consistency is foundation of self-confidence. Lesson 6. Stop reacting to everything. Reset your nervous system. You react to everything. A remark and you explode. An unexpected event and you panic. A criticism and you spend the day thinking about it. A discussion and you lose your calm. Your nervous system is in permanent alert mode. Everything stresses you. Everything affects you. Everything destabilizes you. You live as if every little thing were mortal threat. This isn't character flaw. It's your nervous system that's dysregulated. When you live in chronic stress, your body stays in constant fight or flight mode. Your brain interprets everything as danger. An email becomes emergency. Contrary opinion becomes attack. Silence becomes rejection. Your system no longer knows difference between real danger and minor discomfort. Look at what really happens. You wake up already tense. Your phone bombards you with notifications, and each triggers microdose of stress. You spend your day reacting to external solicitations. You never have moment of true calm. Your nervous system never gets chance to regulate. You're in spiral of overreactivity. Marcus Aurelius, managing an empire's crises, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not over external events. Realize this and you will find strength." But this power requires your nervous system be regulated. When you're in chronic panic mode, you have access to no power. You're in survival mode. Problem isn't things are difficult. It's your system interprets everything as difficult. A conversation becomes battle. Difference of opinion becomes existential threat. Change of plan becomes catastrophe. Your tolerance threshold is at 0. How to reset your nervous system? First step, cut sources of constant stimulation. 1 week without social media. Notifications disabled. No continuous news. No endless scroll. Your system needs silence to recalibrate. Constant stimulation maintains your alert level elevated. Second step, breathing. 3 times daily for 5 minutes, breathe slowly. 4 seconds inhale, 4 seconds hold, 6 seconds exhale. This breathing sends signal to your nervous system. I'm safe. It's simple but powerful. It resets your state. Third step. Before reacting to anything, take 10 seconds. Someone says something bothering you, 10 seconds. Urgent email, 10 seconds. Stressful situation, 10 seconds. This delay creates space between stimulus and your response. In this space lies your power. Fourth step. Practice the "is this really important" rule. Before reacting emotionally, ask yourself, in a year, will this still matter? Most times, answer is no. This question immediately changes your perspective. Epictetus taught, between stimulus and response, there's a space. In this space lies our power to choose our response. But this space only exists if your nervous system isn't in constant panic mode. You must create conditions for this space to exist. Understand something. You're not condemned to react this way. This isn't who you are. It's your nervous system's state right now. And your nervous system can be trained, like a muscle. It can learn to stay calm facing stress, but it needs practice, not perfection. People you admire for their calm weren't born that way. They trained their nervous system not to interpret every discomfort as threat. They created daily regulation practices. They built capacity to stay stable even when everything moves around them. If you're ready to stop reacting to everything, write in comments, "I reset my nervous system. I choose my responses." Because you can't build stable life with chaotic nervous system. Lesson 7. Create daily order or live in chaos. Your life is chaotic because your days are chaotic. You wake up without plan. You react to others' urgencies. You constantly improvise. You end day exhausted without knowing what you really accomplished. You live in chaos and wonder why you're not advancing. The answer is simple. Chaos doesn't create progress. Order does. Look at your typical day. You wake up, you check your phone. Already, you're in reactive mode. Someone needs something. You respond. You scroll. You get up late. You rush. You eat something quick. You arrive at work without having decided your priorities. You spend day putting out fires. You come home tired. You vegetate before screen. You go to bed late. Repeat. This isn't a day. It's drift. You're piloting nothing. You're enduring everything. And at week's end, month's end, year's end, you look back wondering where time went. It went into chaos, into absence of structure, into reacting instead of acting. Marcus Aurelius, despite his empire governor schedule, had strict routine. He rose before dawn. He meditated, he wrote, he reflected. He decided his priorities before world imposed theirs on him. He wrote, "At dawn, when it costs you to wake up, let this thought be present. It's to do man's work that I awaken." Order isn't rigidity, it's freedom. When you have structure, you don't need to constantly decide what to do. You already know. Your mental energy is preserved for what truly matters. Decision is already made. You just execute. How to create daily order. First step. Define your morning routine in maximum 4 steps. Rising, hydration, movement, even 5 minutes. Mental preparation, reading, meditation, planning. Same order. Every day, no negotiation. This routine creates momentum for rest of day. Second step. Identify your 3 priorities night before, not 10. 3. Things that, if done, will make this day a success. Write them. As soon as you attack your day, start with first, not with emails, not with others' urgencies, with your priority number 1. Third step, block time slots. 9 to 11 a.m. Deep work on priority number 1. 2 to 3 p.m. Emails and communication. 5 to 6 p.m. Tomorrow's planning. Your calendar isn't suggestion, it's your battle plan. Respect it like you'd respect important appointment. Fourth step, Create evening routine. 30 minutes before bed. No screens. Tomorrow's preparation. Reading or writing. Bed at fixed time. This routine signals to your brain day is finished. It creates boundary between action and rest. Epictetus, though he was slave, maintained rigorous internal order. He didn't control his circumstances, but he controlled his mental routine. He chose his thoughts. He decided his reactions. He structured his mind even when everything around him was beyond his control. Order doesn't suppress spontaneity. It makes it possible. When 80% of your day is structured, remaining 20% can be spontaneous without everything collapsing. But when 0% is structured, you never have space for spontaneity. You're always catching up. People accomplishing most aren't those working most hours. They're those with most order in their days. They know exactly what they're doing, when and why. There's no confusion, no "I'll see," just execution of clear plan. If you're ready to create order in your daily life, write in comments, "I create order. I stop living in chaos." Because chaos leads nowhere. Order leads to transformation. Lesson 8. Structure your year. Don't wish it. We've reached last lesson. Most important, the one transforming 2026 from another year into year of my transformation. You won't wish 2026 to be good. You'll structure it so it's impossible to fail. You failed previous years for simple reason. You had no structure. You had wishes, desires. I'd like to, but no system, no plan, no structure, making success inevitable. And without structure, you counted on motivation. And motivation disappears in February. Look at what you did every year. You made resolutions January 1st. You were excited for 2 weeks. Then real life returned. Work, obligations, stress. And your resolutions became, "When I have time." And you never had time. Because time isn't found, it's created. With structure. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have little time, but that we waste much of it." 2026 will have 365 days. Question isn't how much time you'll have, it's how you'll structure this time. Difference between someone transforming their life and someone stagnating isn't talent, it's structure. Structure beats motivation. Always. Every day. Motivation makes you start. Structure makes you continue. Motivation is emotion. Structure is system. And systems always win against emotions long term. How to structure 2026. First step. One main goal for year. 1. Not 5. 1. The one that, if achieved, will make 2026 absolute success. Lose 33 pounds and maintain them. Save $5,000. Launch my business. One clear goal, measurable, non-negotiable. Second step. Divide this goal into 12 monthly milestones. January. What? February. What? March. What? Each month has clear goal contributing to big goal. If your goal is losing 33 pounds, January is lose 3 pounds plus establish routine. February is 3 more pounds plus integrate sport, etc. Third step. For each monthly milestone, define 3 non-negotiable weekly actions. These actions are so simple, it's impossible not to do them. Walk 30 minutes 5 times per week. Set aside $100 each week. Work on business 5 hours per week. Simple, clear, doable. Fourth step, create visible tracking system. Physical calendar where you mark X each day you did your actions. This X isn't just mark. It's proof you became someone keeping their promises. Each X builds your identity. Fifth step, monthly evaluation. Last Sunday of each month, you take stock. Did you reach your milestone? Why or why not? What worked? What didn't work? What do you adjust for next month? This evaluation is non-negotiable. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily. You can control your mind, not external events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This strength comes from system, not from luck, not from perfection. From system bringing you back on track, even when you derail. Structure gives you something. Motivation can't give. Predictability. You know exactly what you must do each day. You don't have to decide. You don't have to motivate yourself. You just execute. And constant execution creates massive results. People succeeding in their transformations aren't more disciplined. They just have better systems. They structured their environment so success is path of least resistance. They built guardrails. They created rituals. They eliminated decisions. 2026 can be your year, but not with wishes, not with motivation, with relentless structure carrying you even on days when you don't want to. Structure before promise, system before wish, clarity before action. If you're ready to structure 2026, write in comments, I structure 2026. No promises, only systems. Then write your one main goal for year. Make it public. Commit. If you made it this far, write in comments, I work in silence and let results speak for themselves. 2026 won't be different because it's new year. It will be different because you will be different. Not in your wishes, in your systems, not in your promises, in your daily actions, not in what you say you want, in what you actually do every day. Remember the 8 lessons. Know your real level. Build your energy. Take back control of your money. Create margins. Become consistent. Regulate your nervous system. Establish daily order. Structure your year. These lessons aren't theory. They're tools. Choose one lesson. One. The one speaking most to you. The one that, if you truly applied it, would change everything. Master it for 30 days before moving to next. Transformation comes from depth, not accumulation. Be patient with yourself. Be consistent. You spent years creating patterns limiting you. They won't disappear in 1 week, but they will disappear if you stay on path. One day at a time, one action at a time, one choice at a time. I invite you to subscribe, turn on notifications, and share this video with someone who needs to start over. Someone ready to break everything and start from zero. Someone understanding 2026 will only be different if they become different. See you in next video, my friend. And remember, you don't need promises. You need structure. You don't need motivation. You need clarity. You don't need perfection. You need consistency. That's what transforms ordinary year into year of your life.